Hello, in my continued remembrance of the 34th Division and its elements of it, the Manchester Scottish, which was the first Edinburgh City, and then we know the 16th Royal Scots, second Edinburgh City, McRae's Battalion. And I'm here now just outside Contalmaison, where that silver car is basically, that's the German frontline trench. Well, it's the fourth line back, but that's where the trench was, the quadrangle. Basically across the road, just where you can see the road just going out of sight. That's where the German trench was. And it went right across in front of the village on this high ground here. And for us, our guys, this is basically as far as we got. The look behind me is Peak Wood Cemetery. That's just there. And there is the accounts of the men being at Peak Wood, advancing down this road, getting to this hollow. This is the lowest bit where they've temporarily moved Dodgson's marker post from where he fell. There's a sign here saying did have to move it. But again, there's over the way there, that's Bailiff Wood. Germans had artillery positions in there, which we captured on the day. But they got chased out and the Germans were de-arrested, if you like. And then they turned the guns on us as our men had to flee across this little valley over back to Peak Wood. And then we've gone from Peak Wood and the Germans forced us further back up to Peak Trench and then right back to Roundwood, which is to the right hand side of the Lochnagar crater. So this is the furthest point that members of the 34th Division got to in their assault on Contalmaison. And if I just take you to the actual reading in this passage, and it talks about here how in fact Whyte, Captain Whyte I think it was, he was a short distance ahead. He had with him the moving from the sunken road that led into the village. Now I'm at the lowest point on this sunken road. This is where they were. And he said he emerged from the hollow, advanced on quadrangle trench in the German fourth line. A machine gun opened up directly on the front. Whyte was caught in the face. Others, and he says Pringle was hit in the leg, but he managed to withdraw the survivors to the shelter of the road. He sent 2 men back for help and formed the remainder into a thin defensive screen beside Peak Wood. He goes on to say, around 9:15 he fell out to dress his wounds, telling the men to push on. 10 minutes later, as he tried to rejoin him, he was shot in the neck, stumbled forward. He found himself being prodded by a bayonet. He looked up. It was not, he said, a friendly face. The Germans carried him to a dressing station in Contalmaison, where he found other members of the division. And that's here. This is as far as we got. There's like a real organised force. I do believe the Tyneside Irish coming from the right-hand side, acid drops, cops. They kind of outflanked the Germans, got through the trenches, crossed quadrangle trench and got close to the village. You can just see, I do believe, the church there. And he sent a report saying I'm 200 yards from the church. But then we got basically chased back up this road, haven't we? And yeah, back to Peak Wood and further back. So we're in a very spot. If you get here now, because they've moved this marker, you can kind of get the exact spot. Yeah, you see this open ground, no one's getting across here, not any time soon anyway. Alright people, thanks a lot, bye.